What's up, guys? So today I have a question from Cito P. So if you guys ever wrestled before and you do jiu-jitsu, I think you're actually going to really like this question. And even if you didn't wrestle before but you do jiu-jitsu, I think this is a great question for you to ponder. So Cito P says, kind of weird request. You think you could do a video on advice on wrestling room comradery versus BJJ rooms? It seems like in wrestling rooms, you earn your place by being good enough to compete with varsity guys. But in BJJ, it seems like people avoid you if you're a good wrestler and label you as a SPAZ. And it sucks, and I'm kind of dealing with this and having a hard time finding consistent training partners. So Cito P, that's a great question. And honestly, any of us, I'm sure there's other wrestlers listening to this right now. They're like, that's me. I'm the wrestler that dudes won't roll with. Oh, that's me, especially if you're big like me. And dude, yeah, First, let's let's hit on BJJ versus wrestling camaraderie. Obviously, it's just different. It's always gonna be different. Wrestling, it's a true team, right? These are guys that you train with every day, guys that you'll see for years, 4 years. You're wrestling with them every day. Whereas BJJ, you might have Bob, who goes to the gym twice a week, and Susie, who's in the gym once a week, and then the other guy who might be in the gym 6 days a week, etc., etc. So the dynamic's just not the same for one. So I don't think the camaraderie is ever going to be anything like it is with college wrestling or college sports in general. So just to get that out of the way, obviously the camaraderie is not going to be the same. Although I do find that BJJ have very family-friendly environments, and everyone, at least in good BJJ gyms, really feels like a family. And I've always loved that about BJJ, which is one of the reasons that I did it, and one of the reasons that I still do it. Now, trying to find a good practice partner when you're a wrestler is super hard. It really is. And by being a good practice partner, guys, we don't mean just someone who can submit us. Of course, that's great. But a lot of times when you go to BJJ gyms, there are older people in the gym versus you being like the young college or high school wrestler guy. The intensity kind of sucks, and honestly, it gets really freaking boring. I personally have suffered with this myself. I get where this guy's coming from. It can really suck when, you're used to having these. I mean, if you go to wrestling practice, guys, like a decent high school to normal college wrestling practice, you're going to sweat so much. You're going to get so much hard work in, and you're going to leave the room feeling accomplished no matter what the day was, unless you get hurt or something. Whereas in jiu-jitsu, man, there's days where personally I go into practice and then I leave practice and I'm like, did I really even get a workout in? And that really sucks. Especially when you come from an environment of, like, I wouldn't even say high level athlete. You just come from a sport where sweat and feeling exhausted is a real thing. And with that being said, back to like the whole partner thing, I think a great way to really feel like you're pushing yourself is to just put yourself in bad positions in practice. Give that old man a triangle, give that lady an armbar, give that person, an X-type person, a rear naked choke, and try to fight out of it. You got to find a way to create challenges for yourself, because you can't expect the group that you're with to rise up to your standard of conditioning and challenge. You have to put yourself in bad positions to where no matter who you're rolling with, you're getting the best out of it. Obviously, if this just keeps going bad, and it's like maybe it's not the gym's fault, but it's just not the right fit for you, find a new gym, man. And I know that's not simple, especially because lots of towns only have one jiu-jitsu gym depending on where you're at. Like here in Kentucky, if you go outside of Louisville or Lexington or Bowling Green, it's like, I don't even know if there really are very many gyms. My gym, I had one gym and it was in Glasgow, and that was like within like an hour radius of many other cities. But man, I hope that helps. You got to find ways to challenge yourself. I know how it is being a wrestler. Don't blame the gym members. You got to take ownership and find a way to make yourself uncomfortable in the practice room. And again, back with the camaraderie thing, I don't think it's ever going to be the same as it was in college or in high school or wherever you wrestled, just because the goals aren't the same. You're not trying to win a team title. You're not trying to win state titles or national titles. It's just a bunch of mostly 9-to-5 day-to-day workers and blue-collar people going in to train, with the very rare, exception of young athletes. And one more thing before I finish this, find those guys in your room who do want to compete, who are young, who do want to go out of the way and really are trying to strive to be something in jiu-jitsu, whatever that means to them. And, attach yourself to those people and, learn more about those people and build a relationship with those people. And honestly, that's what I do, because there's not a lot of competitors at my gym. But anyways, that's about it. Hopefully this helps someone out. Guys, if you want to learn anything more, click the link in the description below and you can check out some of my instructionals, or just go to brandonreed3x.com. I'll talk to you guys later.